I really like that bit, and I'm annoyed that he doesn't exist, so I want to do it.
What sort of celebrity crushes?
Female, we doing it now?
No,
yeah, you are. You're doing that thing where you start.
I don't know what you're on about. Sorry, I'd like to apologise on behalf of Liam.
Me out.
Sorry, Liam had a few drinks tonight and he's slightly inebriated. He thought it was Christmas Day and he's had a couple of sherries, bless him.
I'm not.
So he said literally just as I was about to press record, he went, can we do celebrity crushes?
Yeah,
please?
I want to talk about celebs.
Oh, bloody love celebrities. So who is your biggest celebrity crush, Liam?
I only want to do old lady celebrity crushes.
Old ladies?
Yeah, Judi Dench.
Helen Mirren.
Judi Dench.
Judi Dench before Helen Mirren?
No, Helen Mirren, then Judi Dench.
Who's Helen Mirren?
Helen Mirren. I can't speak.
Helen Mirren's number one.
Helen Mirren. Who's the one? That? Who's the one that is in Billy Elliot?
I've never seen Billy Elliot.
Oh, she's. What else is she in? Julie Waters. Julie Waters would be on that list.
Oh no!
You've got to love a bit of Waters. She's got a bit of charm about her.
I don't know. Do you know what? Because the thing with Julie Waters is I've only ever seen her in Mamma Mia.
And really?
I've got the weirdest obsession with Pierce Brosnan ever.
In what way?
In the way that I always want to know what Pierce Brosnan is doing at all times.
That's quite weird.
Like, I love him. Ever since seeing the film The Matador, I feel like I should
I really thought he was going to be like, since I saw him in James Bond.
Oh no! After James Bond, I thought, oh, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Then after seeing The Matador, basically he plays an alcoholic hitman, who's kind of based in Mexico for a while. And there's a scene where he's walking through a hotel lobby of a busy hotel, funny enough, just his underpants and a pair of cowboy boots, and he's walking along carrying a can of beer, and he's a bit pissed. And he's got like aviator sunglasses on. And he's looking, he's got a like dodgy handlebar moustache. Just walking through, he doesn't give a fuck. He's doing whatever he wants. The Cramps, one of the best bands ever, playing in the background. He's just wandering through, jumps in the swimming pool. Fucking lad. Ever since then, I've had the oddest obsession with Pierce Brosnan. So, the only thing that made that film bearable for me was Pierce Brosnan. And what made it even better is that he cannot hold a note, even hit a note, even sing a note at all. But you know what? He still sings.
Is that your favourite of his movies then?
What?
Mine was Doubtfire, obviously.
Obviously, he's the good guy, Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams is a right little cunt.
I found your Ben Affleck.
Those kids, that little prick who's in Matilda. Yeah, she's a little cunt. Don't like her. Pierce Brosnan, lad.
Have you seen Remember Me then?
Remember Me?
You not seen Remember Me? He's
no,
in that.
I heard Remember Me by Eminem. Yeah, I'm straight. Sorry, go on.
He's in Remember Me. Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't. Oh. Do you know what his first role was?
What?
Like, first credited role? The Long Good Friday. Have you seen that?
No.
Have you not?
No.
The Bob Hoskins gangster film in quotation marks.
Oh, so I think
do you know who the nice dolly bird is in that?
Oh.
The Peace.
Oh.
Helen Mirren.
Oh.
A young Helen Mirren.
Oh, I like her old though.
Yeah, but you look at her there and you go, oh, no, yeah, you.
In Remember Me, oddly, I've only ever seen it once, because I was dragged round Steve Ponting's house to watch it when I was like 19.
Steve Ponting?
Yes, Steve Ponting.
Steve Ponting is a lovely gentleman that frequents Brentwood. For those people that live outside of Brentwood, which is probably one of our listeners. Anyway, go on.
And he made me watch it, and basically the premise of the story is that, so there's a love story. Pierce Brosnan plays the dad to, who's the guy from Twilight?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
The only actor in Hollywood to have a perfectly two-dimensional nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also went the same school as Jack Whitehall or House? What is it?
Jack Whitehall.
Yeah. Comedian.
You're getting confused between comedians and buildings.
Yes. It's confusing me. But yeah, so he's a love story with him and a bird. Pierce Brosnan plays the dad, separated from the mum. The son's a bit of a loser, but still looks after his sister, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Falls in love, starts rebuilding his life. He's going to college, all that. Starts rebuilding a relationship with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, he goes to meet his dad, and then the date shows on the screen. September the 11th, 2001.
Yeah.
Guess where his dad works? Empire.
Burger King.
No.
He owns a used car sales lot in Bermuda.
No. You're close though with that one.
He studies giant tortoises on the Galapagos Islands.
Close, but remember it's in New York.
Right. In New
so
York.
just think New York. What's a New York job on September the 11th?
Is there any tall buildings involved?
Yes.
Does he work in security on the Empire State Building?
No.
Right, I've got it.
Yeah?
I've got it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
He is a... I've forgotten the word.
Oh, okay. Describe it.
When you go on holiday and buy stuff from that place.
What, a gift shop?
Yeah,
he works in the gift shop.
He works in the gift shop of the Chrysler Building.
No.
Empire State Building.
No. No gift shops are in this scene.
I'm all out of ideas.
He works in an office in the Two Towers.
The Two Towers?
Yeah.
As in from Lord of the Rings?
Yes. No, the Twin Towers.
As in Wembley when it got knocked down before it got knocked down?
You know that thing? Do you remember September the 2001?
Yeah, it was 6 days before my birthday.
Okay. Well, actually, it was also my granddad's birthday. September 11th, 2001, that's when Al-Qaeda bombed America.
Who's this Al-Qaeda guy?
Okay, so that's not a guy, that's a group.
A group?
Of someone say...
A group called Al?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, someone
that
say...
sounds amazing. I'm gonna start...
You heard of Bin Laden?
Bin Laden?
Yeah.
No, but I already I like the cut of his jib.
Oh, see, I'm annoyed. I thought you were going to go for a president joke there. But you go, ain't he the president of America?
No, do you know what?
I liked it though.
I was worried that people were going to think I was going to go down the bin route, and you know, it's a bit lowbrow, a bit too easy.
Yeah, I enjoy lowbrow sometimes.
Well,
when it's done right. When it's done right.
Oh, he looks like a bin. There you go.
That's not lowbrow. That's just retarded.
Why is it?
Yeah, so his dad works in Twin Tower.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, works in there, and his son is in there. And
whose son? Pierce Brosnan's
son.
So Pierce Brosnan isn't in his house?
He's not in there.
Oh, I can't give a fuck now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's a quite good ending to a shit movie that's a love story.
Film.
It goes like it's like September 11th, blah, blah, blah. And then like, it cuts to like all this dust, and then it cuts to him in the building, Robert Pattinson. Cuts to everyone looking at him, and the police and everything. Like, it's quite good actually.
Does Robert Pattinson look moody for an hour and a half, and then he gets some dust in his eyes?
So the same look you've got.
What?
You've got a very Rob Pattinson look. Very Ryan from the OC look.
When have I?
Lucas from One Tree
I like to see my...
No, you've got a broody look, like him.
Broody? What, as if I want to give birth?
No, it's brooding when they're like, oh, I'm so messed up inside.
What do you mean? I'm happy.
No,
I'm jovial.
Yeah, no, you've got that look where, like, behind your eyes, two violins playing, but one of them's getting murdered.
No, essentially, I have to smile at people, but people that know me, they see my eyes and they go, I just want to stab everyone's face in. Yeah, no, that's true, but
like,
just
your whole approach to life is, if I look a little bit miserable, people will give me things.
No. It means, all the girls like me. Yeah.
Oh, the dolly bird.
Yeah, I love a dolly bird. No, basically, I have a taste in... No, I'm not going to go down the route of tasting women. So, at the end of this film, Pierce Brosnan's okay.
Yeah.
Does Robert Pattinson die?
Yes. He's in the towers.
Fuck. Shit. Well, that's less competition for me, I suppose.
What, for
a brooding-looking
I thought
young man.
I thought you meant for Pierce Brosnan's love. I was like, he's probably going to be a bit upset. Oh, and one of Pierce Brosnan's sons has already died.
Really? But Pierce is alright.
Pierce is alright.
And he's looking for a son.
Yeah.
But obviously he's at that point now where he doesn't want to raise a son.
I'm shocked you like Pierce Brosnan this much. He's not that good.
And he wants a son. He wants a son slightly older who could hold down a job at the World Trade Centre. I mean,
doing what? Working behind the bar?
Here's a link. Yeah. I worked in office once for trade plumbing.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they would have flown a plane into that building, you know, probably when I was out for lunch, because, the owner's probably one of the biggest cunts I've ever met in my life. You know, one of those people that makes the employees feel worthless just so he can line his pockets. You know, one of those sort of people.
So, corporation.
I wouldn't say he's a corporation, I'd just say he's a cunt. So anyway, I've got office experience like Robert Pattinson in this film.
This is awkward.
I've got experience in sales.
Okay. I'm glad you just said what you said.
Yeah, and Pierce is looking for someone.
You do realise that his son didn't work in the trade centre. Pierce Brosnan did. He went to meet his dad, but his dad wasn't in that day.
Yeah. So what does Robert Pattinson do in the film other than look moody?
He's an art student, so you can do that.
Yes. Yeah, this is better. Why did you have to make it go through that whole rigmarole saying I've got sales experience? Pierce, if you're listening, I've got sales experience, but I'm really arty as well. Like, I gave up the job in sales just so I could grow my hair long and be kooky and work behind a bar. So this is perfect.
You do realise this is a movie. It's not real life. Pierce Brosnan, will not be listening to this.
Yes, but films are reflections of true life. So
yeah, but I feel...
this is why Pierce is so good, because he generally is just, you know, he brings in himself to a film and he's there as a person and he's...
Would you say he's the worst ever James Bond? No,
he stands around...
I don't even like James Bond, but he was...
I'd probably say, if we're going the worst ever James Bond, I'd probably go Roger Moore.
Really? You're not a Roger Moore fan?
Oh, he's just camp and silly.
Who? There was one that only did one movie, didn't he?
George Lazenby.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad I got that.
He was bad.
I'm so glad I got that.
He's the worst. He's probably the worst.
Who was the one? It's not Roger Daltrey. Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Timothy Daltrey.
Do you know who I?
No. So sorry. Right. Basically, the greatest ever Bond.
Yeah.
Was Pierce Brosnan.
No, it wasn't.
Well. It was Pierce Brosnan. But the greatest ever sort of Bond
movie?
Sort of phase
saga
sort of when it's different Bonds are the Daniel Craig ones. And I'm going to shock you. The best ever Bond film, Quantum of Solace.
No.
Oh, big film.
Live or Let Die.
No, Quantum of Solace all day long. It's brilliant.
It's got a big henchman.
It's got a big
henchman with a hat. That's brilliant.
Yeah, seriously, who throws a shoe? Or a hat? Yeah, James Bond. See? Pierce Brosnan's got an invisible car.
Is the Quantum of Solace the last one?
No.
It's the first one.
It's the second... No.
Second one.
So it goes Casino Royale.
Wait, I can do this. Is it the one with the black helper? Black woman? Sorry, the black secret agent. I went really racist there for no reason.
The what?
The second one, he's in like Dominican Republic or something. Has the black woman, she drives the car.
Yeah, the little KA.
Really hot woman.
Yeah, the little KA. Yeah. She's not black.
Is she not?
She's sort of South American.
I thought she's
by
black.
her heritage, I suppose. Oh, I dodged that political potato, didn't I?
She's black. I've seen interviews with her. She's black. She's African American.
No.
She is. She's very attractive, and that means I've looked her up very thoroughly, and I know all of her information.
I'm glad you said looked her up and not looked up her very thoroughly.
No, that would be rude.
That would be slightly bizarre.
I'm not.
No, Quantum of Solace is like it's the sort of go-between film that no one really likes, but when you actually watch it, it's so brilliant. It's so well put together.
I haven't seen the last one. I'm not a James Bond fan. I'm not really an action man. But for
I was having this conversation yesterday with someone that actually got a shout out at the last one, so we might as well give him a shout out again.
Who's this?
Fran.
Oh fuck, Fran.
Oh no, but we called her lovely in the last one.
Yeah, now I.
Oh shit.
That's why I haven't texted you back, Fran, just so you fucking know.
Okay, so
that works actually, even though we're not releasing this today. That works out so often with me in life. We could put that next year.
I could release it. I could release it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but still, realistically, we both know me. If you're releasing this week, there's a good chance I haven't texted back.
Okay, so
yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
So this person you haven't texted back. Yeah. They said that they didn't really like James Bond, and I said even if it's a bad James Bond or whatever, when you find out that a James Bond film is going to come out. It's that sort of anticipation, it's sort of that excitement, because the heritage that sort of comes before it.
I prefer camp.
It's like, it's a sort of build-up to Christmas.
Yeah, but I can't.
Like, even like a rubbish Christmas day. We've all had a bad Christmas day, haven't we?
This year.
But even... Well, there we go.
I was with you too many hours.
What do you mean?
Yeah, actually, being with you was the best part of my Christmas day.
Thank you.
And so that's not because of you, it's just because the rest was shit.
Let's go back to talking about me. No, sorry.
Leanne,
do you want to... Sorry, I'm just holding Liam's hand here. Yeah. Say, I'm a good friend. I don't just talk about myself.
No, I was talking to someone about...
So, sorry, I was just going to say, can you let me finish?
Yes.
Yeah? Good, I'll let you talk. So, just so we're aware, it's going both ways, isn't it?
Stu's been a dick
like
again.
a bisexual. So the sort of build up to actually going to see James Bond at the cinema is kind of like a build up to a mini Christmas day. But it doesn't come as often. It doesn't come every year. Maybe it comes once every 2 years. Maybe once every 4 years. So that's the sort of excitement. Even if it's a bad Bond, you come out going, I just saw Bond. I saw a cheeky little watch in there. He had a nice suit on. The film was shit. I don't care.
You went to see it with Sam, didn't you?
Yeah.
We had Toby Carvery first.
Yeah.
Didn't invite me to the movies so people understand that. Bit rude.
You had other plans. Also, me and Sam have also started a little Daniel Craig James Bond sort of tradition, kind of like Christmas, where we go and watch it together. We get a couple of gin and tonics, take them into the cinema.
I don't like that. That annoys me.
Do you know my favourite thing about Sam?
Yeah.
So I feel, look, trying to explain Sam, this is the best way of doing it. So before we go to the cinema, we go into Asda, rather than paying extortionate prices for,
popcorn,
and sort of, general kind of stuff. We'll go into Asda, so I go, should we go to the sweet section? And we're perusing the sweet section. He's like, do you want any of that? And he goes, no. He goes, do you know what I really want? Do you reckon we could take it in? I go, what's that, Sam? He goes, like, if we just take a little cheese board and a couple of little knives and just cut ourselves some cheese and have a nice little cheese board.
I love that.
And maybe taking in like a bottle of port and all that, and sort of, just going to the cinema with a nice little cheese board. But, I feel like that is the best way of explaining Sam, but there we go.
I do love Sam, you know that.
Yeah.
I feel really bad that I keep forgetting who he is though sometimes.
Yes, no, so when you're talking about not getting invited to James Bond at Toby Carvery,
I forgot who he was.
Liam introduced himself to Sam, going, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Sam's probably known him the best part of 10 years, and probably met him probably 7 or 8 on 7 or 8 different occasions, probably only in the last couple of years. So
I like Sam a lot. This is what makes it awkward, because apparently you've told me that every time I'm with you and I see him and I meet him and I introduce myself again, I always go, really wanted to be my friend, he's a good guy. And for people that know me, that's a big thing for me to openly say I want to be someone's friend. I don't want to be my own friend. I know me, I ain't me, but I like Sam that much, I'd put away. But if he told me to be happy, I'd try.
Do you know that Sam's left Essex now, he's moved to Bristol?
No.
And do you know why?
To me.
Yeah, he got fed up. He was trying so hard with you. Yeah, he was trying so hard with you, trying to be your mate. You kept mugging him off.
What did you say?
Do you know what? I just need to cut loose of this, and I need to get him out.
You said something about me when you went to Bristol to see him the other week.
I can't remember.
Did you say something like you went, I like Liam, but it's a bit weird he keeps introducing
himself?
Yes,
yeah, Liam's really good, but it's really weird how he keeps reintroducing himself. Yeah, it's one of those, yeah.
Oh, I might just keep doing it now.
Just
keep
it running, like a running joke.
I might even add him on Facebook and be like, don't know you.
Yeah. I would just also like to say, I don't know if you're picking up our voices slightly better than usual. It's because we're actually we're thinking about making this a new thing.
I like this.
I like this. More. It feels a lot more comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let me set the scene. So we're sat at a table right now.
Ooh, what table?
We're sat at
14.
Table 14.
14.
And at the table we have a half-eaten Snickers.
That was my treat after work. I've been at work today.
And the device that we're recording upon.
Yeah,
and we are currently sat in a very dimly lit, empty pub.
Yeah, we had a bit of an awkwardness.
I do like it because it's got a sort of solemn, macabre, yet charming charisma about it. And I don't know if I was getting far too poetic there. Liam would go, "It's fucking dark," but that's just me being a little.
I actually agree with you. I feel that at some point someone could walk past just with a pipe and a book and go, "Jolly good day."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Or someone could walk past and just throw a brick through the window.
Oh,
see, this is the excitement of working on Brentwood High Street or recording on Brentwood High Street.
Yeah, but it's quite nice because you're going to get no noise now. And hopefully you can hear us.
Yeah.
There's been a bit of a noise complaints about the last
Yeah,
couple.
I mean,
we're like an Asbo teen mum with 9 kids that just keep drinking cider all day, playing drum and bass till 2 in the morning. There's lots of noise complaints.
Oh, actually, I'm not actually sure if I brought it up in the last one. Liam, in probably one of our first episodes, expressed his hatred of being mown down by women pushing their prams.
I hate them.
Yeah, you hate them.
Pricks.
Yeah, you hate them. They're pricks.
So I would like to say, such a novelist.
I would like to say recently, I've noticed that Liam, unless he's looking forward, doesn't see anything else around him.
I've got great provisional vision, so I don't even sort that.
You don't. You're like a lorry backing up.
No, I'm not. Okay, but if if I'm a lorry backing up, I'm one of the new ones that've got the camera and the beep, so I know what I'm doing.
Okay, that's
I'm not having this.
So anyway,
vicious attack on me.
I was. He had to go into a shop, and I waited outside for him patiently. I'd like to add, and I could see this coming from a mile off, but I didn't want to stop it just because I wanted to see what would happen.
Just walk round it.
So he walks out of the shop, but rather than Liam, or just being a normal person, would walk out in a sort of normal sort of look around or whatever, he just, works in right angles. So he walks forward out of the shop and then straight left. Yeah. Totally cut up. A woman pushing her pram. She had to stop herself from crashing into you.
Well, maybe that was my payback. One time I win. Yeah. No, because the thing is, I do get what you're saying. In that instance, yes, I'm in the wrong. Some would say. I don't believe I am. But there's been time when I'm just walking a straight line and they just come into the back of me. Mm. Do you know what I mean? And it's happened to other people. I think Molly said it's happened to her.
Molly did, yeah.
So it's not... Look, just because you're friends with babies, don't mean you... I'm
friends with babies. Yeah. That just sounds weird.
Well, mate, you, Adam Johnson, you do what you want to do.
Wait, no. That's
the one thing I love most in the world is Stuart gets really annoyed if I ever insinuate he's a paedophile.
Yes, because...
Which makes me think he could be a paedophile.
Because... do you know, it's one of those things that really... It's like being accused of something and you get wound up for... getting sort of accused of it, so you get really annoyed and then go, well, why are you getting annoyed? You've got to say
and
it's just
it's great.
No, it's
I love it
because it's such a horrible topic.
Depends what. Yeah, no, it is. Let's be serious for a sec. Paedophilia is wrong.
There was
Adam Johnson, you are scum.
Basically, we recorded a podcast recently, but we listened to it back, and it was in a very busy pub, hence us doing it now. Yeah. So it probably won't see I say the light of day, but that sounds weird when it comes to a podcast because the light of day sort of feels like you should visually see it.
We killed it.
But anyway, and I thought there was quite good content on there.
Yeah, it was fun.
But basically, we were talking about a film, the film review show, and it's film 2016 at the moment, but it was film 2015, and whatever year it comes out, that's what it's called. Yeah. And the host... Claudia, who we are very big fans of.
I love Claudia.
Joe,
she'd be up there with me.
Claudia Winkleman is probably she's very much up there as one of my dream girls. Yeah,
Claudia Winkleman for me is one of those women, and I don't put her in the I fancy her column. I would marry her. Whatever she wanted me to do in life, I'd do. Yeah. If she comes into this pub now, right this second, and goes, Liam, you literally have to shave your whole every inch of body hair and become an Eskimo. I'd do it.
Why? But
I don't know. That's what she wants. Right? What Claudia wants, Claudia gets.
Claudia's got no logic there because the body hair needs to retain some sort of
Claudia's choice.
Okay.
I will do whatever she wants.
Yeah. I like to think. There's a couple. But I like to think Claudia liked to engage in a bit of conflict, like a nice sort of discussion. So I'll go, Claudia, wait a minute. I can see what you're trying to do, but I'm just going to question that for a moment. I feel like she would like that more.
Yeah, but I love her that much. I don't want to lose her.
Yeah.
I love her more than you. Sorry, my friend.
No, but I love her so much. All right,
so we'll do two columns.
I'm not just going to bend over and take it from Claudia, which I probably would do anyway.
I want to do 3 things now, yeah? Because as much as we did do a bit of it, but I want to do it now, yeah? So you got 3, we're going to do 3 piles of people.
3 piles?
3 lists.
That sounds like a weird sex festival. Brilliant.
But so first one, women, older women, or TV women, celebrities, that you'd love to marry. Now we're not looking for your. I fancy Miley Cyrus. We're not looking for your Miley Cyrus because you wouldn't marry her. Yeah. We're looking for your Claudias. Now, You can do your list. I'll do mine. We'll do 1 each. So we go 5 up. Yeah.
So I'm always rubbish with this.
Yeah.
When it comes to having to like think about women that I actually like, this is a problem. I love Claudia.
Is she 50? She can't just bring her up now.
What you mean 5, 4, 3? Before we go into this, I would just like to say, because you know we might actually run out of time, which is incredible. So I would just like to say, if two are, should we say 6 listeners out there?
2.
Well, I was trying to grow. Me and possibly
me and Claudia and Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. We were going to ask if you could just let us know if me and Liam were both to go on a first date with Claudia Winkleman,
She like me.
who she would choose to go on a second date with.
She like me. I know what she'd say. I've watched enough of film 2016 to know exactly what she'd say about you.
Yeah.
She would say, he has great presence, yeah, and charming, but no substance.
No substance.
Yep, that's what she'd say.
No,
and Danny Lee would be next to her going, I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
For the first time ever, Danny Lee's going to be going.
Danny Lee will be like, I like how he harked back to Russian socialism back in the 1920s, and that was very good.
Where
how
Danny
he did
Lee Danny Lee would be supporting me. Danny Lee loves an everyman.
Danny Lee.
I love Danny Lee because as much as I love Claudia, I'd love to be Danny Lee. I'd love to ask my dad. Like, well, maybe I fancy doing another one after this.
Claudia, I'd just like you to know that
I think we'll do the
I
list
would
in
never disassociate myself with my
I
dad.
think we will finish
and
this.
just drop him the way that Liam would.
Okay, well, whatever. I think we'll finish this in a sec and we'll go on and do another one because we're on good speed. I think it's the emptiness. But basically, me and my dad, and my mum's involved, but she just sits there. And we've started on a Monday night.
Why does it sound oddly sexual the whole time?
They call it, I don't know, they call it stir They call it stir fry Monday. But what it's because they have stir fry every Monday.
Sexual again. Sorry.
But maybe I'm like Barry White. But we've started having, I go around there, and for some reason Dad the other week, it was just me and Dad, Mum and Leanne went out, and we watched that White House Down. I'm really struggling with that today.
Right, yeah.
Then we watched Fury Road the week after. Then we watched Terminator. Then we watched last night San Andreas. And I'd say San Andreas has been my favourite so far. Terminator was bad. And I will also throw out Fury Road is shit.
Sorry, I'm just glad that you gave us a rundown of your last 4 Mondays. Because that really added to my life.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer it to be with Danny Lee because my dad chooses the movies and he's literally just choosing shit action movies.
I like how Danny Lee is so nice when he absolutely destroys anything.
Yeah. With Danny Lee, I would have watched The Big Short yesterday and I would have loved it.
No, because I think with Claudia, like, we both get excitable. And, you know, I think...
Am I your Danny Lee and you're Claudia to me?
Yeah, I think
oh
this
my God,
is it.
I think it actually
I'm going to have to actually cut a fringe.
Danny Lee's quite miserable.
I'm going to have to cut a fringe in, aren't I?
Danny Lee's quite miserable and once in a while gets excited about sounding like me.
Yeah. And I'll just go, oh, well, the pattern's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you are Claudia. I don't want to kiss you now. Claudia, you're out. I'm joking.
Yes, I've got Claudia. So that was my plan.
Still got Kylie.
Oh, you got
Kylie's
Kylie.
my number 1.
No way.
Kylie, I love that woman. I've loved that woman since I was 4.
Oh, no way.
We're gonna say goodbye and then continue.
This is exciting. We're very close.
Should we do a continue?
We're around a minute 15.
Yeah, should we do a continue?
It's going down each time, so now we're a minute 10.
So we'll do a continue.
7. We could.
Alright, well, we will see you on the other side. We will release this tomorrow, which is when it is.
Tomorrow,
and then we'll do it another,
the ambiguity.
and then we'll do the next one, and that'll be released a week later.
Oh, this is. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right,
I hope you're excited.
I'm excited.
So yeah, Claudia, if you're listening, I love you. Pierce, if you're listening, I love you too.
We didn't even get to talk about my Affleck and me teaching you the ways of Affleck. We'll get onto that. We're doing a movie one next.
I've never bad-mouthed Ben Affleck.
No, you wouldn't, because you would be dead right now if you did.
Well, no, but I never have before.
We'll talk about it in a sec. Yeah?
Okay. Thank you for listening.
Yes, have fun. And as we've said, if Piers, Claudia or Danny Lee could get in contact with us, that'd be great.
Yep. Liam, it's been beautiful.
I've actually really enjoyed this.
I have enjoyed this one. You know what? This has been the quickest half hour of my life.
Yeah, everyone's slagged this off now.
Yeah,
that's going to happen.
That's exciting. Yeah, they go, one of the worst podcasts I've listened to.
Where was all the noise?
Yeah. Alright, why don't you go and do a podcast, you couple of cunts?